I want you all to think about the thing you struggled most with in life. Maybe it was the death of a family member, having confidence in yourself, or some other occurrence. For me, my biggest struggle has been mental health issues. Often I've felt alone in my battle with mental health. But it turns out that I, and possibly others of you, aren't alone. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, an organization known for its quality work in healthcare, education, and research, roughly 1 in 4 adults in America will develop a mental illness sometime in their life. That means that out of the approximately 20 people in our class, 5 of us will struggle with mental illness. I'm already one of those 5. As I stated in my last speech, my most recent struggle is anxiety, but I was diagnosed with OCD in 7th grade, and it's something that still affects me. Currently, I take both antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, and I'm also seeing a counselor to help work through my issues. There are a variety of treatment options and methods besides the ones I've experienced that one can explore to address their mental health issues. However, some of the best are physical activity, medication, and counseling. To fully understand why, we'll explore the benefits and methods of each. As stated previously, physical activity is one of the most beneficial methods for addressing mental health. Physical activity is important as it is involved in managing stress and brain function. As stated by Grasdalsmoen, Erickson, Lanning, and Sievertson, contributors to a 2020 article from the academic journal BMC Psychiatry, exercise has been shown to reduce stress and its negative effects. Often, stress is a huge contributor to mental illness, and it often makes it worse. Therefore, managing stress through exercise can help reduce the risk that stress contributes to mental illness. Grasdalsmoen, Erickson, Lanning, and Sievertson also state that exercise has been shown to aid the function of neurotransmitters in the brain. Ultimately, these are important for proper brain function, and imbalances in them can lead to mental health disorders. Therefore, exercising can be one way to help maintain those neurotransmitter levels, decreasing the severity or risk of mental illness. Now, while exercise is a more natural method of addressing mental health, there are also successful clinical methods, such as medication. Ultimately, medication is important because it often addresses the biological causes of mental health issues. As stated by Sane Australia, a national charity that advocates for and researches mental health, medication often works by changing, increasing, or decreasing the neurotransmitters in the brain. Seeing as how some mental health disorders can be caused by neurotransmitter imbalances, medication is often an extremely useful and reliable method of addressing this specific cause of mental illness. However, this isn't to say that medication will work for everyone, as everyone is different. In addition, there is also the stigma that taking medication is a weakness. However, one cannot necessarily control whether they develop a mental illness. According to Sagar Parikh, stated in 2018, professor of depression, clinical neuroscience, and psychiatry at University of Michigan, some people are more likely to develop mental illness based on their genetics, which is something they can't control. In addition, things such as stress, neurotransmitter imbalances, or one's situation can contribute to mental illness, which people often don't have a say in. Ultimately, medication is simply an effective method that helps those who are struggling with mental illness for reasons that are out of their control, such as neurotransmitter imbalances, stress, or genetics. Now, while medication is an effective treatment, it may not be for everyone. Therefore, another successful clinical method to consider would be counseling. Counseling works in the way that it often addresses the non-biological causes of mental illness, such as trauma, abuse, stress, etc. As stated by Sagar Parikh, the most common type is psychotherapy, which involves a person talking to and establishing a relationship with a mental health professional. This type of therapy is extremely beneficial because it allows a person to both work through their issues and understand their mental illness and themselves better. In addition, as Parikh claims, it provides an alternative for those where medication hasn't been effective. Personally, I've benefited greatly from counseling, especially this year. My counselor has helped me realize how anxiety affects me and has helped me to distinguish between what's reality and what my anxiety is telling me. In addition, she's currently helping me work through past experiences that are still affecting me. In conclusion, various options are available for those who are struggling with mental health so that they can receive the proper treatment that they deserve. However, some of the best options are physical activity, medication, and counseling. Now, some people may be afraid to reach out or to seek treatment because of the stigma around mental health. If there is one thing you take from this speech, let it be this. If you are struggling, please reach out. Don't suffer alone because you don't have to. If I hadn't reached out for help with my anxiety, I probably wouldn't be in college right now. But because I did reach out, I'm almost finished with my freshman year. It takes courage to ask for help. We're not all perfect. We're not all the same. You are worth helping. Remember that.